Exercise 40, question number 4. Rearrange this formula, R equals R naught 1 plus alpha t, which is a formula that relates the resistance to the temperature of a component or a piece of material. As the temperature rises, T, the resistance rises. R naught stands for the original resistance and alpha is the resistivity of the material. So let's try this question, rearranging it for T. There is a helpful way to do this and a not helpful way to do this, and to see which is a helpful way just comes from practice really. So I'm going to do it that way, but see what happens if we go the other way and show that actually you get the same answer. Again, at any point, once you think you can see where to go, you can pause the video and carry on yourself, see if you can get the answer out. So let's have a look at it. Well, you might be tempted to divide both sides by R0 to get the solution, which actually turns out to be not quite such a helpful way. The best way is to multiply out the brackets. So let's do that. Let's do this way first, and then we'll go back and have a look at the other method. So we'll go this way, and then we'll go the other way and compare solutions. So some room. So multiplying out the brackets, R equals R0 plus R0 alpha t. Multiplying both terms inside the bracket by R0. Remember, we're after getting t on its own, so see if you can carry on from there. Well, I would subtract R0 from both sides, so I'd have R minus R0 equals R0 alpha t. And then finally, t on the right hand side has been multiplied by alpha and R0, so divide by alpha R0. So in other words, R minus R0 all over R0 alpha equals t. So writing it with the subject first, t equals R minus R0 over R0 alpha, which is the answer in the textbook. However, if we multiply out the brackets, we should still be able to get to the same answer. So let's have a look. So if we don't multiply out the brackets, so dividing both sides by R0, we get R over R0 equals 1 plus alpha t. Remember, we're trying to get t on its own, so the next step would be to subtract 1 from both sides, alpha t. Now I want to divide both sides by alpha to get rid of the t, so I have to divide every term by alpha. So in other words, I've got R over R0. Now dividing by alpha is the same as multiplying by 1 over alpha. So the alpha actually goes underneath with the R0. Minus 1 divided by alpha equals t. So R over R0 alpha minus 1 over alpha equals t. So that's the solution. Are they the same? Well, if you look at the left-hand side and the right-hand side, the denominator on the left-hand side is R0 alpha. On the right-hand side, the first term has that denominator, but the second term is only alpha. So what can we do to get that denominator the same as this one? We can multiply top and bottom by R0. So R over R0 alpha minus R0 over R0 alpha equals t. And then so now that we've done that, we've got common denominator, so I can rewrite this as R minus R0 over R0 alpha equals t. And that's the same as the other way. I think maybe that left-hand way is a slightly easier way to do it than the right-hand way. And seeing that is not obvious, it just comes with practice.